What's up? I'm Transnistria, and right now I'm in Transnistria, a country that you won't find on any map in the world and is hardly recognized by any government. Okay, I guess welcome to Transnistria, a country that does not exist on a map and is not recognized by nearly every country in the world. What am I doing here, you ask? Well, I like adventures. But what exactly makes this place so adventurous? Located in Moldova, along its border with Ukraine, this small, unrecognized country, officially known as the Transnistrian Moldovan Republic, is considered the last stronghold of the Soviet Union. This nation of close to 500,000 residents has its own government and constitution, its own army, flag, and even currency. It was founded in 1991 in the hopes that if Moldova was to become independent from the USSR, that it would remain part of the Soviet Union. And when this eventually did happen, there was a brief conflict between Moldova and the people living in Transnistria, where a ceasefire was called and a heavily armed border was formed. And with this new border created, it meant that by all accounts, Transnistria was now an independent country. However, to this day, it still remains as the country that does not exist on a map. It feels so strange to be here. Everything I see just feels so different to what I'm used to seeing, and it's just a completely different way of life to anything I've ever seen before. And my mind just keeps looking for things to recognize and make me feel like I'm familiar with the place, but everything's so different. The writing, I can't understand anything it's saying. All the words are just symbols to me, I don't understand anything. The cars are all totally different, they're very old. So strange, I'm in this really nice park in the middle of the city, in the middle of the day, on a Saturday, and there's no one around. Where is everybody? I don't know why this place is empty. Are people working, or are they did they just not go out, or they're just not people here? Don't know. Some buildings in the city are really, really new, and they're all fancy and really nicely built, and they're just right across the street from really old buildings. It's a really interesting contrast to see. But once again, there just seems to be no one around. It's just like behind me, this little park with all these benches is completely empty. There's a few people walking on the street, but it just seems like the city's got no people in it. Really weird. And although it seemed I had the whole city to myself, the closer I got to the center of the city, the more people I saw, and the more impressive the buildings got. The amount of statues and memorials to people here is just crazy. There's so many. Every park, every street, everywhere has so many memorials. And the closer I got to the Parliament building, the more extravagant the memorials became, including this epic tank. Wow! It's not every day you see a tank in the middle of the city. How crazy. The tank was just one of the many war memorials in front of the Parliament. And right in front of it was the most impressive statue of Lenin. Right behind me is the infamous statue of Lenin, and it is massive and really impressive. This statue stands right in front of Parliament and is a testament to the Soviet pride this small nation still has. Seeing all these statues and memorials really makes me question why this area of Moldova is so patriotic towards the Soviet Union, and what happened exactly between them and Moldova when Moldova became independent, and what the people here actually wanted when that happened. If you're also wondering this, don't worry, because Feature Me has done some research. Let him explain it to you. You see, it all goes back to World War I. After the First World War, Moldova became part of the Romanian kingdom, except for the small area of land east of the Transnistria River, which then joined the Soviet Union. When the Soviet Union took control of Bessarabia, which was the Moldovan part of Romania, in World War II, they joined them with the Transnistrian state to form the Moldovan SSR. When the downfall of the Soviet Union began, Moldova wanted to implement cultural reforms, such as removing Russian as an official language and changing to the Latin alphabet, as it was looking to either become independent or join back with Romania. This was a huge problem for the people east of the Dniester River, as they knew only Russian, and so it would be a destruction of their entire culture. And so they removed themselves from Moldova and took their new name, the Transnistria Republic of Moldova. Once the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, they kept their Russian culture and are now the most Soviet place outside of Russia. It's crazy with the amount of old cars they have here, because if you look at like England, for example, you never see any of these old cars ever. Like maybe once in a while you'll see an oldish car and everyone will stop and look at it. But here, they're just normal. Everywhere you go through the street, there's this car, all old. Very crazy. So it's just 3 streets back, and it's really run down, really old Soviet looking buildings, and then you come 1 street, 2 street forward and suddenly you got the main bank, which looks like it's worth £1 billion. It's crazy, the difference of just 1 street here. And although more than 30 years has passed since their independence from Moldova, they still remain unrecognized. Things here somehow seem to work, and although there is certainly a tension between the 2 states, for now they both live in peace. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it and you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I've got new videos coming out every Saturday, and they're awesome adventures just like this in new countries and new places that people don't normally go to. So if that sounds like something you like, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Right, see you guys next Saturday.